What's up everyone, MGR here, and today we're looking at the build that I am using for Barbara. I've actually been wanting to make this build for a little while, but I never wanted to make an ironic Barbara build just because. And so with the Spiral Abyss and the little shift towards healers, I decided it's finally time to show you my Barbara build, because for once making a Barbara build unironically. So let's get into it. Barbara's Ascension stat is of course HP, which is perfect for her. Her healing scales off of max HP, so it's perfect. For weapons, we are using the Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers today, and honestly that's the only weapon Barbara needs. It has an HP substat and an absolutely S tier passive ability, which gives the character you switch to after going to Barbara a 48% attack buff. So your DPS characters will not only be healed for combat, but they're gonna hit harder than ever. For artifact sets, I am using a 4-piece Maiden Beloved to maximize Barbara's healing potential. However, if you want to give her even more health, which also boosts her healing capabilities, you can run a 2-piece Tenacity of the Millelith along with a 2-piece Maiden Beloved. I actually use a set similar to that on my Diona, but that is mainly because Diona also gives shields, which Barbara doesn't give, so that's why I prefer to run a 4-piece Maiden Beloved. You can also run 4-piece Noblesse on Barbara if you don't want to use the other sets, but the thing is with Barbara's burst you more or less use it as a panic method if your characters need healing at that moment. So using Noblesse, which you want to proc continuously at regular intervals to get the most damage out of your characters, is not perfectly ideal for Barbara. But nonetheless, if you have nothing else to run, Noblesse is still a perfectly good artifact set for Barbara. For substats, Barbara is incredibly easy to run. You just want HP substat. That's it. You don't have to worry about anything else. You can try to squeeze in some energy recharge. Her Constellations do give her some energy recharge, but not a whole lot. And she does kind of struggle sometimes to get that burst up continuously. But definitely just focus on HP, and any other stats is just a bonus. For main stats, I run HP, and healing bonus. You can run either a healing bonus or an HP circlet. I'm not exactly sure of the math, but either way Barbara's going to be healing a ton. And if you do happen to have an HP circlet, you can definitely replace this with energy recharge if you really need to, but Barbara doesn't need her burst up that much, and if she does to the point where you struggle to generate energy for her, you might want to consider maybe dodging a bit, buddy.
I took offense to that.
Going to her Constellations, my Barbara is a C6. This does change things a little bit, but not by any large margin. The biggest advantage is at C6, which we'll be going through in a moment, but by now you should have some Constellations for Barbara at least. C1, of course, helping with energy regeneration. Generate 1 energy every 10 seconds for Barbara. C2 decreases the cooldown of Let the Show Begin, which is pretty good. It has a long cooldown, so 15% less is definitely a bonus. And then Hydra's damage bonus is cool, but not a lot of characters can take advantage of that unless you're running a Hydra character like maybe Tartaglia or Shincho. C3 and 5, of course, increasing the levels of our burst and skill. C4 regenerates energy for Barbara whenever she hits an enemy with a charge attack, and I'll actually include a clip in a moment where you'll see that you heal an exuberant amount of HP.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
With just charge attacks. And C6, which really gives Barbara, in my opinion, a lot of value, is that she has an automatic revive built into her kit. When a character dies, she fully restores them to 100 HP, and she does it automatically whenever she is in your party. And there are only 2 characters in the entire game that have a revive mechanic in their kit, that being Barbara at C6 and unfortunately Chi-Chi at C6. It's unfortunate for Chi-Chi because if she had that at maybe C1, I think a lot of players will be much happy to get her on 50-50 losses. Going through her talents, of course, normal and charge attacks. You don't have to level this at all because Barbara's healing scales off of max HP and not normal attack damage, so you can leave this at level 1. Let the Show Begin, of course, an amazing talent in my opinion. The only problem is it gives you the wet status condition.
Okay, now I'm wet.
Which is why most people hate Barbara. but it is still an amazing talent. It lasts for 15 seconds and it allows you to heal your entire party with normal attacks while the ability is up. And whenever you hit charge attacks, it gives you 4 times the amount of heal, which synergizes perfectly with our C4, which gives Barbara energy when she does charge attacks. Not only can Barbara heal the team with Let the Show Begin when she's charge attacking, but whenever there's a character other than Barbara on the field, Let the Show Begin will heal them periodically as well. Finally, Shining Miracle just gives your entire party a big burst of healing, almost 30% of Barbara's max HP plus 3445. My Barbara has 28k HP, which gives me a burst heal of around 11,800 HP for my entire team. To give you an idea, most of my characters don't peak over 17k HP, so they're regenerating more than half HP, and the only time they aren't at full health by using Shining Miracle is if they are literally on life support. So a lot of healing for a 4-star unit. First Ascension talent reduces the stamina consumption when using charge attacks when inside Melody's loop from Let the Show Begin. So this synergizes perfectly with Barbara as well. Not only do charge attacks increase the amount of healing by 4 times, it also regenerates energy for Barbara and it has lower stamina consumption, so you're not wasting stamina using Barbara's charge attacks. Encore, when the active character gains elemental orbs or particles, the duration of Let the Show Begin extends by a maximum of 5 seconds. Not the best talent, but any extension you can get on the ability that heals you is pretty good. No Barbara build video will be complete without showcasing how much she actually heals. So as you can see, my entire team is on life support.
I'll protect us.
Use that, and now we start using our charge attacks. And Rosaria basically healed, Razor healed, Bennett with almost 30k HP, 90% healed. Barbara is more than you need, man.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
With that all being said, let's get to it. As you can see, today we're running a Mondstadt team comp of Bennett, Rosaria, Razor, and of course Barbara. We will be taking on all our usual enemies with Barbara. I'm not going to try to show off all the healing. I already included a clip of that, but just to show off how much faith I have in Barbara, we're not going to use a shield character today, which is something pretty different. I'm not crutching Zhongli for a change. Let's go.
I'll protect us.
There's our healing. Razor has damage boost from Thrilling Tales of the Dragon Slayer. Oh no, Masanori hit me for damage. It's not a problem though. Barbara turns almost any character into a tank. Oh no.
I taste blood.
I'm ready. You win.
Back with the pyro regisvine.
Let the show begin.
What the hell is even that?
Oh come on, where's my crit hits?
Let's dance.
There we go. We are at the Primo Bishop, going to use our comp to its full potential. Bennett, Rosaria, Razor, and of course Barbara.
I'm fine.
Going in! Punishment!
Don't push me out of the circle, bro.
Light it up!
Let the show begin.
Literally, if you have Barbara, just face tank all of the damage. Who needs a shield, bro?
You can't run!
Oh no! Huh? What damage, bro? You all know I can't dodge for shit, so Barbara is definitely necessary. Tank it, Barbara. There we go.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Shiver!
Our stats for today. So that's why my razor wasn't critting as much, only 69.5%.
Nice.
And the girl of the hour, Barbara herself. With all the great units in the game, it is sometimes hard to ignore the fact that Barbara isn't the most viable character in every team or in all the content of the game. Especially we have characters like Bennett, Jean and Diona who just do more than Barbara can. But Barbara is still one of the most solid healers in the game with a kit that synergizes so good, and it still absolutely blows my mind how Sangonomiya Kokomi made it into the game as she is. Anyway, that's my Barbara build. If you enjoyed it, liking and subscribing to the channel will be much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day or night wherever you are. MGR out.